Hi, it's Dave here. This is a video to show you how to use some of the multitasking features of iPad OS in your instructional videos. Okay, so I'm just going to start by showing you another way of reading a picture storybook or some other type of material to students on screen using your iPad. So what you're going to do here is I've previously scanned a book using the Notes app and the scanning tool. I've then added it to the iBooks app. So when you click on the iBooks app, you then get the picture storybook that you've scanned. What I want to do now is come down to access the multitasking features and just drag those up. Now I cannot add the camera and have that in Splitview. It's an app that won't allow multitasking. But you can use the camera in Keynote and Pages. So by clicking and opening Keynote in Splitview, you can now see that I've got two panels open on screen. I've got the text and I've got a Keynote file, but I don't actually need Keynote or the presentation view. I just need to be able to access the camera. So if I come up to the plus option here and choose camera, I then access the camera that way. I can see the Riv camera being used here. And if I use the reverse camera tool, I'll get to see the presenter. In this case, it's me. So here you can see the students being able to access myself as a video, and on the other side they can see clearly what you're reading to them. So here's the text, and basically you can just read through and read the story to the students. As you're doing that, you'll just click through and change the page of the book as you're doing that on screen, and basically the kids get a really good view of the book on screen, but they also get to see you reading it authentically as though you were in class, and it's probably a bit more natural, I suppose, around how you would do a picture storybook with students online. Another good reason for reading your stories to students this way in Splitview is that if you just try and read a story through a webcam to your students and you hold the text up, you'll notice that it comes up reverse unless you have some kind of way of reversing the text or flipping the camera in your video conferencing software. So if you don't have those type of features, then students aren't going to be able to follow along the text with you, whereas now they can read on screen and also listen or follow through the teacher flipping through the story and so on. Okay, so you can also adjust the size of the videos on screen. So if you want to have less of the teacher on screen and you want to have more of the picture storybook, you can just click in the middle here and drag those windows across. But if you've already got the camera open, you'll probably find that this happens, that the camera drops out. So just adjust the video, just adjust the book to the size you want and the Keynote window to the size you want. Then come back up and click the plus, hit the camera and have the front camera facing, and then that way you get now a smaller teacher view of video, and the kids get to see more of the picture storybook than they do of the teacher, depending on what you feel is more important, I suppose. So that's another thing to take into consideration when doing this style of reading to students on camera. So this method of presenting via Splitview is fantastic for things like Acknowledgement of Country or a prayer focus or something along those lines, or where you need the teacher and material on the same screen with that sort of picture-in-picture type view. So iPad now supports two Keynote files open together side by side in Splitview. So what I can do now is open Keynote next to my existing Keynote, which is my Acknowledgement of Country. Just adjust the screen to the size I want. I come up to the plus option here. I choose the camera and have the front-facing camera, and now I have the Welcome to Country and the teacher on the other side. I can then use the present mode, and students will get to see the presentation in full view and also you on the other side, and then away you go. You click your way through your presentation and they get to see you as the presenter as well as the material. So I think this is a fantastic way of utilizing your iPad for instructional videos. There's probably 1,000 other ways you could use this same technique or method. So I'm really keen to find out how you're using this in your classroom. If you come up with a great idea, let me know. That'd be great. Thank you.